This was the battleground. Here where we lived and worked is where we fought the enemy, and where those of us who remain on the blacklist continue to fight. A drab town with a population of over 100,000, where 61% of the houses are rented, 34% have no inside toilets, 29% no bathrooms. An ugly town, one bookshop, 2 cinemas, pubs, betting shops, and a rugby team. A battered landscape, scarred by years of exploitation going back to the time when coal was king. A company town, dominated by a firm which has been run by the same family for 142 years. A family whose high moral purpose and paternalistic attitude is evidenced by the fact that every Christmas it offers to its pensioners a free bag of coal together with a contribution to the television licence. Up in this part of the country, they've got it sold up. If you don't work for them, you might as well not work at all. There hadn't been a strike here for 100 years, and the union enjoyed the protection of a closed shop, where contributions were automatically deducted from the workers' pay packets, and meetings were as rare as a sunny day on a wet weekend. Then it happened.
In the first place, it was our lads in the sheet works. They walked out at 11:30 over some minor discrepancy in the pay slip, which was something that they'd been complaining about for weeks. But it just seemed to snowball like. Suddenly it burst like a car bundle that had been left festering.
Brothers, I'd like to introduce first to Bill Hagan, the official of the union. We're down here to discuss this discrepancy of 30 shillings a week in the pay packets.
As far as I'm concerned, Mr. Chairman, the discrepancies in the pay slips is a triviality. It's something which we can sort out quite easily. What I want to know is, what is Brother Hagan doing about our long outstanding claim for a 2 and 6 an hour increase?
Now listen, £0.50 an hour, you must be bloody joking. Surely. Wait a minute now, let me speak. Now, I've been brought down here on one matter, which is the pay slips, and now you're throwing something at me which is entirely different altogether. And I can't, as a union representative, as a union official, I can't even discuss this with you at this level.
I'd like to ask Mr. Hagan, what has he been doing for the last 8 months for this £0.50 an hour?
Well,
and what progress have you made towards getting this £0.50 an hour?
Well, I would like to convene a meeting of the shop stewards properly, officially and not unofficially. And then, if they declare a course of strike action, then we twist the arms of the National Executive and make it official properly.
Chairman, he convened a shop steward meeting and come out with £7.70 in 2 parts. 4pence last November and 3.70 this May. That's what they've been messing about with. Yeah. That rise has already gone on the rent increase of this year.
That's right.
All very well to sit there and say, what have you done? We've done a lot. We've done a lot.
A minute now. One at a time now.
This is the kind of answer we expect a clown official of a bloody clown union.
You know perfectly well.
Please, what are we arguing over £0.50 for? I've been in this firm now for 11 years, and do you know what my basic pay is? £13.5 and 8 a week.
Yes, but you earn more than that.
A bloody tramp couldn't starve on it.
Yes.
I say, let's go the whole out. £25 a week basic without your overtime.
Oh, well.
I was asked for 8 months since, and the officials done nothing about it. Added time was asked for Christmas Day, and nothing has been done about
How
that.
do you know we've done nothing
will be
about
done about this. So I propose here and now we strike.
How do you know?
Now we're getting personal now, brother. Let's keep to the question.
Mr. Chairman.
Get personal.
Never mind all the shouting and bothering. Brothers, if we're going to come out, let's go out. And let's make a good job of it. No more arsing about like we did last time.
It's getting...
What are you talking about? You were back through the gate first last time.
Don't talk so bloody stupid, you.
Go away, you're one of the biggest grabbers in the firm. You've got more Sundays in than the parish priest you have.
you listen to me now. There's only one way, and that is the proper way, the orderly way, the union way. Why shouldn't it go officially through? This is what I want.
Mr. Chairman, we have tried and tried and tried again, and the JIC is totally ineffective. It has come up with no positive results, and now we have to put the union in motion by getting pressure from the shop floor. This is the only way it can be done. We've lost faith in you completely.
Mr. Chairman, I put a proposition to you before for you to put to the floor. You seem to be avoiding the issue. I'm going to put the proposition to the floor myself. Gentlemen, do you agree that we should all come out on strike for £25 and not...
In 2 days, all 6 factories were at a standstill. And then all the other plants up and down the country in the Wilkinson group came out in support. It was great. I think we could have done anything. We could have stopped the world.
But what do you do when those who are supposed to be leading the strike come out of the way to defeat it? Brother Hagan declared it official at branch level, yet no attempt was made to prevent stuff coming in and out the factory. Likewise, nothing was done about gaining support from other unions, and so the men got bitter and angry about it. They began to suspect that he'd only made it official in order to sabotage it.
You know you're crossing picket lines?
Oh, sure. Come on, boy, fetch it back, go!
Bring it in. You know you're crossing picket lines?
If you weren't here, then we could do it. We're supposed to have the right to ask for other workers support. These side brigades, yes, when he's on there, that's it.
You haven't got our troubles, brother. We've been out here 4 nights.
Thanks very much, love.
Very grateful. Last cup. Oh, blimey, here he is. Jan Budgie gone. You will smell it a mile away.
You after again, Ratface?
Look, we've got pickets in on the gate. And they're going in and out. And they're laughing at us.
Look, I know it's frustrating and we can understand it, Les, but it's still no excuse for talking about throwing a towel in.
Oh, look, I didn't mean it that way.
Look, Hagan holds the reins.
And while he does hold the bloody reins, we're running around like bloody blind dogs in a butcher's shop.
Well, maybe we should have a go at him at the meeting tomorrow.
Brothers, I have some news for you. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I've just come back from London, but I had a meeting with the National Executive Committee on your behalf. Now, please. And they, after very careful consideration, have decided that although they have great sympathy with what we say, please, they feel that this is the wrong way to go about things and that this is not an official strike, it's a non-official strike. The strike is unofficial.
100% you said this was
Will you listen? Now, it's no use you getting on to me.
Inside the yellow.
Let it talk. Leave it alone. Leave the building.
Eddie Marsden, South Side. I don't have to tell you how I feel about this, lads, because the anger that drove me up here now, that represents your anger. Before this day is out, I want some criticism of the platform on how the strike's being run, or not being run. But he's been down to London. He promised you official support. At least listen to him. Listen to him. You want to know what you're up against? Give him a hearing. Give him a hearing. I like Brother Hagan.
But I'd like to take Eddie up on a point or two here, you know. Some of the things he said. I know the response has been magnificent from the floor. It's been wonderful. And now you've got this strength. Why don't you use it? Why don't you let us negotiate for you? wrong.
Make it official!
Make it official! This is senseless, really it is. All right, well, with this in view, your National Executive have decided on a secret ballot.
Listen. You're cutting your own throat.
Oh, the meeting's over.
So we get our £25 for the first hour. I'll take some action now. Well, now you see what we've got to put up with, lads.
The rubbish!
You've just sacked the sellout merchants. But what are you going to do now?
We'll elect our own committee!
All right, boys. Can we have those stewards who are prepared to back the rank and file and lead the strike? Those that are coming forward, will you give your department in and your name so that the lads can identify you? Yeah. All right, let's have those stewards then, boys. Come on, Billy. You're prepared to serve on the committee. Billy Gambles is back.
No Sanders, civil rights.
Smith Flatter. Ed Johnson, main plant.
Mike Riley, Tower Hill.
I think that's good representation, boys, but I believe that you want a few more on. It's not top heavy. Yeah.
Oh, shot. Alright, look, that's not coming in here. Get that down. It's a fine start for you, the first meeting.
Can't help it, mate, if you can't get on the bus, can you? It's there in time.
Was your excuse?
It doesn't make a habit of us.
We were discussing ways and means of getting organised and getting things down in paper form on the agenda, making an agenda out. The lads, within a minute, it's all about this, the ballot the lads were waiting for.
Well, I can't see us cracking this one until first we give it a bit more thought.
Yeah.
And if the unions don't publish the results of the ballots, well, what can we do about it?
It seems to me as if it's been an abortive ballot anyway, because I would say that if the result was for a return to work, it would have been all over the Echo and the local paper, on the television and everything. I would think that the result of the ballot has been for to stay out, support us, and they haven't been prepared to publish it.
Well, that's the first step. Now, what about...
Well, there was something you said, or was mentioned before, Eddie, about for a bulletin, you know, like a news sheet. That was someone raised that before.
A bulletin?
Yeah.
Propaganda?
Yeah.
I tell you what, Eddie, I might be able to get hold of a duplicator for you. No, I don't know whether you know, my missus, she's in the Children of Mary. You know, she's never away from church, and she's wedding with the parish priest, Father Garnett. And he used this for these church bulletins, you know, for births, marriages, deaths, and all that malarkey. And I think if I twist her arm hard enough, I won't tell her what it's for, of course. And I'm sure she'll get it.
Will you get it for nothing?
My wife's mate's got a typewriter. I can body that.
Can you type?
No, there's nothing to it. It's like playing the piano.
I'll put it down. So, you seem to be the main spokesman on the pickets.
Yeah, what you want is good, big, hard-looking fellas. It's no use having a bloody little fella. You want a good, big fella, just to explain. You give them the instructions and send them through, and they know what to do. Stop the men from going through, and stop the wagons from going through. This is the main thing. Yeah. Stop them from going in, and if they don't go in, they can't bloody go out either. So that's the main thing. Stop them from going in, and we'll win.
But what about this question,
If
you know...
start stopping wagons, you're going to have the police involved.
Look, the police will be involved anyway.
Well, you want a captain at the picket.
Yeah.
And what about you, Les?
Yeah, I'll have a
I mean, you're a small fella. And Bert.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Right. Well, that's 2 points.
What about these hardship cases you hear all about? Some terrible lads in terrible trouble. I know 6 fellas thrown out the digs because they got no money. Single ledge, you see.
It is about time after 100 years that we had a war. That's the thing. 100 years, nothing's gone on. This is it now. So we're going to have a good go.
Hello, mate. How are you? I'm all right, thanks. Oh, it's very cold today. Very, very cold. Hello. Good evening. A nice little walk. Hey? Yes. How are you?
I wonder if you can help us here, Charlie.
What is it, mate?
Well, it's one of them forms that the rank and file committee dished out.
I am at the present time unemployed due to a dispute at my place of work. I am therefore unable to send my usual payments. However, as soon as the dispute is settled, I shall resume my payments and make arrangements with you to clear my arrears that may be outstanding.
Now, I had one of them final warnings notices that, pay up or else kind of style.
I know.
Do you think that'll do the trick?
It should do the trick, but it explains it up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I hope it does.
You can't get blood out of a stone, you know.
You helped us out when we was on the lump and when we was on the trying to get rid of these lump men, so you have to give you some support, right? You did everything you could for us, didn't you?
The first thing that the grocer, he did, when he formed his government, he fetches in businessmen from outside industry to his super cabinets, you know. These are the hatchet men. Yeah. And they've got the audacity to tell us that we shouldn't organise ourselves. What they want is docile sheep to be herded into the pen, led by a few hand-picked Judas goats, like TUC leaders and trade union leaders, and the Arrow Wilson to this world, and the Barwood Castle, and all the phony left.
What paper are you from then? Well, I'm from the Courier. It's an East Lancashire paper, you know, just prints a lot of news, isn't it?
John, the Courier.
What have they sent you here for? Well, they've sent me here about, I'm a gardening correspondent, but I don't know anything about strikes. They've sent me here to follow up this strike of yours, and I don't know nothing about it.
Somebody told me you're a reporter from the Beano.
All right, boys, can you settle down there? Brothers and sisters and comrades and all that support. I must thank the boys who've laid on this too tonight. You all know them, the Brickies, Peter's over there and his mates. But he never only laid on this place, he laid on the committee rooms and paid for the place over here that launched your rank and file committee a week ago. And they've also organised collections among other building workers. He's also brought along tonight one of his members to sing a few ditties. So it's only left for me to tell you to drink up and listen to Jenny Fox.
I think he's going to sing a song. There's a great Irish rebel song. It's called the Jolly Playboy. I am a jolly playboy, and the crowd of fields all day. Well, it's all in all can do me, but I can go away. I belong to in the green, where the hell is in the snow. Up your top, where the lions, where the red, till the echo of the tocsin.
this stuff, they're importing it from Tibet.
Manure, you mean?
Well, it's like a sort of manure, you know. Yak shite. Not well, if you like to put it that way, yes.
Oh, Paddy dear, and did you hear the awful things they say? Princess Margaret and Lord Snowden, they have joined the IRA. Hey, in the mountains to the sound of the pipe and drum. Young ponies taking snapshots while young Maggie fires the gun. While young Maggie fires the gun. While young Maggie fires the gun. Young ponies taking snapshots.
Anyway, Billy, freedom of the press.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. And all that sailing you.
Les, are you going to bed or what?
Oh shit, I keep hitting the wrong bloody key.
Well, no wonder. You leave it too late. Can't it wait till in the morning?
Whoever wrote this must have wrote it with a bloody yard brush.
Oh, I don't care.
Sophistry.
Sick
What's that
of you.
supposed to mean?
I wouldn't know. I'm not very interested in them sudden letters. That's that what's keeping you awake.
It's got to be done.
Anyway, you've changed your mind since you've come home from the pub, haven't you?
Look, love, go on upstairs and I'll follow you up.
I
Go
thought
on.
my luck was in, and you made a fuss of me. You
Go
made
on, I
a-
promise, go on.
Oh, no, you say that. You'll nod off asleep then. And you sit up tight and well. I think I'll make myself a nice cup of tea. You want one?
Yes, go ahead, yeah. Signed yourself, Pericles. Who's that?
It's all right, can you make one sandwich?
No. Sophistry. I'll go and get the lad's dictionary.
Shh, don't make a noise. You wake the kids. Johnny? Is that you? Johnny? Les!
What's all the shout about?
There's someone in that yard.
Are you sure?
Face just at the window.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You stay there.
Oh, watch.
All right, boys, the next thing on the agenda is the lobby. It's been suggested when we're in London that we should go down to see the lobby, the Labour ministers, constituency members, get round to the head of the Social Security.
Well, you can stuff that. Right. Look, we're out of town lobbying MPs in London, right? The way is clear here for the union to do a deal behind our backs.
Look, the strike from beginning to end is one of politics. We must send a delegation down to the Houses of Parliament. We've got to lobby the MPs. There's no need to leave the front at home bare. We can send a delegation of maybe 2, 3 or 4 members, and we can still leave people at home.
Well, what we're
Who
thinking
named them?
small,
Yeah,
we're thinking very, very small about this.
Who do we? Frank Delorme, Stan Orme, Eric Heffer. People like that, you mean, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, the thing is, if you don't pin them down, if you don't nail them, it's not a different.
It's all about going down on spec.
That's all
So
you're
possibly see somebody who'll give you a cup of tea and say, all right, lads, I've heard it, go back home.
And something good could result
What
from
good?
this. Right,
Name me a time any goods come of it.
All you get if you go down there is a lot of sympathy. A lot of sympathy and nothing
You won't get a thing, not a thing. I'm telling you, if you go down there, they're very sorry, have a cup of tea, okay boys, very good, and they'll send you back, and what will you get? Nothing.
That's if we accept that. That's if we accept
their mouths shut because it's exactly what Frank said. It's politics and they don't want to know.
Yeah, you want to grow up.
Politics.
You want to grow up,
Johnny.
Johnny. Down to fight our cause, to make a name for himself.
Name one. They don't make names by fighting about strikes.
Of course they do. This is going to be a
They
business.
make names by talking about blood
This has developed into a big issue, this. Never mind the blood sports, and I know it
The
is.
dockers shouldn't handle glass. That's worth more than all the people speaking the House of Parliament for us.
But couldn't this come about? Don't you think there's the remotest possibility?
Not a chance.
Political battles were never fought taking tea on the terrace at House of Commons.
Right.
Right? Now, you know Labour MPs. Labour MPs have always had one job. And that job is never to offer support to any strike.
That's right.
They will never, you go down to see them, right? They'll take, if they see you, send telegrams, get there to see them. If they see you, they'll offer sympathy. They might make a few speeches in Parliament about the hardship the women are going through.
Yeah.
But what will they do to mobilise support for us? What will they do to organise? What will they do to help us with funds? What will they do to help us with the strike, win the strike? Nothing. And that's been the role of Labour MPs throughout history.
What will they do? They jump off the working class train when he gets to Westminster and he can never get back on it.
The first thing you learn in politics is there's no such thing as a fair hearing.
You've got to pressurise them.
Hello, Buckingham Palace.
I mean, being organising a union, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Being at the strike meeting, Mr.
Hang on.
President.
Hey, Bert.
Having a strike minutes ago.
You see, Bert, who is it?
Newspaper.
Strikes, wages, fixing the bed unions.
He spoke to you last week, isn't he?
Hello. Yeah, speaking. Shh. Hang on, fellas.
Hold it.
Yeah. Well, we haven't heard anything about it. No comment to make. Not till we find out what's involved. Yeah, well, I can ring you back, can't I? Yeah, well, just give us your number. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I'll ring you back later. Ta-da. Well, that's it, lads. Oh, dear, you can forget about your London bloody trip. That's redundant. That's a report, then. They've had a meeting this morning, the management and the bloody union. And the management have offered £3, and the union's accepted it.
Bloody hell. What right have they got to accept that?
Hey, it's better than the kick in the arse, isn't it?
Look, that depends on the deal. Let's be rational, boys.
But that meeting ended hours ago. Why have they kept it secret? There's only one reason. They must be waiting for us to get out of town and then they'll go and spring it on the lads.
Will they put that to a meeting of the men, like?
Not like
I don't think so.
He'd probably line up a couple of Thames shop stewards, pull it to them, they'll agree, he'll have it on the leaflets, democratically, and you'll be back to work next morning.
We want to get out and get those posters.
Better get on the phone to Reagan and find out what Stokes is pulling now.
Listen, Bert, what exactly did the report have to say?
He told me enough to know that it's not a straight deal. That they've been offered £3, he said, and there's a lot of strings attached to it.
Well, what we sat here gassing about, let's get the posters out and get our own bloody meeting organised. Got the posters? Pick us up in about 10 minutes.
See you in about 10 minutes. Here, grab that. Get me back. Come on. Get light on. You know?
Yeah. All right.
You all right? Yeah, go on. Come on, John, hurry up.
Okay. You all right down there?
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's got him behind everything. What the hell are you doing up there?
The bloody thing keeps blowing away.
I feel like the bleed nuts back and all today, mate. Hurry up, will you? I'll have to let you go in a minute.
All right, I'm coming in a minute. Hang on. Just hold your horses.
I'm going.
Hold your horses.
I'm going.
More strings than the violin.
All ball of it.
These are the facts as we see them, lads. You'll be given the opportunity to vote, so read it.
Yes.
I hope you can all understand it.
What if you work overtime then, Eddie?
If you work overtime, you can talk at a sausage.
Not a bloody
You just
thing.
get the bird thing, that's
Sure.
it.
Sure.
All right, lad.
There's the queer fella over there.
Hey, touch. Keep them out.
Yeah, all right.
Made a good job of this, Eddie. Makes good reading.
We never invented the sellout. Who's this, another reporter?
No, Eddie, there's not even like this. This is Mr. Opie, our national officer.
Hello, Eddie.
Morning, brother.
I've been looking at your pamphlet here. It's not very well worked out, is it? I mean, it's a bit skimpy. You haven't got all the details there.
Trying to say he hasn't got all the true facts in this.
Oh, come on, Eddie. I mean, you know as well as I do, you can make a pamphlet like this look like anything you need to.
It's either true or it's a lie.
Yes, but I mean, it doesn't take any account of the employer's offer against the complex background in this case. I mean, you can't get that in a pamphlet like this. I mean, I ought to know. I've been dealing with employers for years now, haven't I?
That's right, Eddie's had them tied up for years.
Who?
The employers, who else?
Well, look, here's the lads. We've got a mass meeting on now, brother. There's a chance to do your job. I'm offering you the platform.
Well, I've spoken to the stewards already. They've accepted.
Aye, some of the stewards you have, but the stewards here, and the rank and files here. And I'm offering Brother Opie the platform.
You know that Brother Opie cannot address that meeting.
Certainly he can.
Well,
let's be less constitutional and more democratic. That's what he's getting paid for.
Good morning, brothers. Look, we're sorry we're late, boys, but we were delayed at the start. We have two national officers here, one national officer rather, you know the other boy. Brother Loach and Brother Hagan. Now we've invited them along to the platform because we have heard at 9 o'clock last night when we were prepared to go to London, we heard via a newspaper reporter that the employers had offered an interim bonus of £3. But it's not even a straightforward offer. It's got all kinds of clauses in it. One is a punctuality one, so that any illusion that it was £3 straight on top of your £13 that's completely false. Now, boys, we've got nothing to hide. That's why we've invited your committee, have invited Brother Opie, the national officer, to come and explain to you his justification for the agreement. So I'm asking you now, boys, give him as fair a hearing as you did me. All right, brothers? Brother Opie.
We don't want it! We just don't want it!
Thank you, Eddie. Now, I know you men are in no mood to beat around the bush, so I'll keep this thing very short and just limit it to 3 points. Now, the first thing is, I'm Joe Opie. I'm the National Industrial Officer for your union, as Eddie just told you. Now, secondly, I consider that this agreement, which I've negotiated on your behalf, is a good one. I am convinced it is a good offer, and I advise you very strongly to grab it with both hands now. That is the key to this. Now, you've made your point, you've made your protest, and you've hit him where it hurts most. Now, all I'm asking you to do is to allow me on your behalf to go back and make further negotiations with the employers. I can't do that. I can't do that unless you accept this offer. If you don't accept the offer, it's not on. You union has done as much as you can.
All right, boys. All right, lads. I think they have answered the national executive and the £3. All right, simmer down then, lads. We'll put it a straight vote. Those in favour of the £3 offer, those in favour, show the hands. Those in favour, boys. Only the press are here and take note of that. They'll be here. Those against the £3, brothers.
Do you know Rena Sharples?
Give him a chance. What about this president?
Hang on a minute. I'd just like to say one thing and then I finish. That this meeting today was in no way representative of the working representative of the working force at Pilkington.
Why have you failed to get it put on the basic rate? This is what we want to know.
This is something which can be gone into at a future date, but this is not the way to go about...
You've gone in on your knees instead of your feet. This is what...
Are you worried about reports in the press about communist infiltration in the strike?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Now, can I ask you if any of the members of the Communist Party are active in this strike?
No, no chance. No.
Can I have an answer?
No. Not at all. No, not at all.
They all come to the meetings. Everybody who turns up to the meetings. Everybody works for the company. They're all workers of that company. And if you're on about outside infiltration, if they
I hadn't mentioned outside infiltration. Why are you so sensitive about that?
Communist Party. Even if they are prepared to help us, why shouldn't they?
Have you
the CBI help the employers, don't they?
Have you seen any evidence of outside infiltration?
No, we've not.
But don't you feel that left-wing militants are trying to wreck British industry by their strike action?
Listen, nothing to do with us. We want just a fair wage for a fair week's work.
Is anybody here a member of the Communist Party?
No, just workers want more.
If you were a member of the Communist Party, would you admit it to me on television?
I would admit it if I was. It does it if a fella's after a wage.
All right. All birds. All right, mate. Hello, Eddie.
There's a card school going on in here.
All right.
All right. How are you?
All right, mate.
Who's winning?
Nice. Won a bottle of champagne to Queen Mary and a nice house in the town with Bridget Bardo.
Oh, thank you.
Never mind.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Mike, thanks.
Have the cops spotted you at all?
No, they was mooching around last night with the dogs and that, but they don't know what it is, like, you know. They don't know what it is.
Here.
What?
Plenty of lads here.
There's a crowd of them, yeah. No.
You know, they change each day. Sometimes they go up to the park if the weather's all right. They don't bother coming down here.
You get scared down here in case you get nervous, is that it?
Yeah.
Well, I think Eddie. There's something else I'd like you to see if you just come this way with you.
Okay, lads, see you again.
Jesus wept.
What's she doing?
She's been on strike a fortnight. No cash, thrown out of her digs, her and the kid.
How long's she been here?
Well, she come in at 9 o'clock tonight. She was crying her bloody eyes out. She's from Geordieland.
Where's the husband?
She's not married.
Okay, then. What about the welfare, Salary Army or Social Security, somebody like that for you?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, but that poor kid, she's frightened in case they take the baby off her. She won't take no notice if you tell her they won't. She thinks they'll take the kid off her, so she won't go.
She needn't stay there a minute longer. My missus will look after her and the baby.
I wouldn't take too long over that, too, if I were you.
Well, I appreciate that, but of course you understand there's some very important documents here. I must get rid of these, I'm afraid.
chance of you getting hardship money. You're not entitled to hardship money.
We've got bloody lads kicked out the bloody lodgings here.
Unofficial and you've no right at all to hardship money.
Bloody man and resign then!
With all these fellas been on the phones all this time, and you just can't do it to them. No, I've got to be fair. Not a minute. Just 1 minute. I want to talk to them. Look, just let me go, please.
Hey, hey, what's up, hey, what's up? The bloody shit's falling in.
Steady.
Looks like a frigging coffin.
Take it out, lads. Take it out. Easy. Go on, do him outside. Do him outside. Okay, lad. Drop through it, lad.
It's an old banner.
Oh, get it right!
It hasn't been used since 1926. Must have had it in on the floorboards.
Oh, it's a nice one. On the there, let's sum it up.
Some work in that, isn't it?
Not so bad, it's not so bad. Better be, lad. Hey, watch it now, watch it. Oh, it's a lad.
Like the bloody union, it's been dead for 50 years.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. And the workers of the world in work. All together now.
I should have had that half an hour ago. Is your mum in? Is your mum in? You there, John? Yeah, Julie. Is your mum in the back? Hello, John.
Do you want? I mean, what have you come for?
I thought it was house I could do. Joe told me you were packing up and going on to your bars with the kids.
Well, I've got to, haven't I? I can't stay here and let this happen again.
That's house I did come back, though.
I'm not taking the chance.
Still, you'd be better off in your pants.
I will. Just about.
Come on. You've got to bear up. I got the kids. Oh, we had Mum today too on bail.
He's in jail, isn't he? Why wasn't it you never got arrested? How was it you kept clear of them?
Look, they got the tabs on it all. It could have been Bert. Could have been Billy. It could have been myself.
You're sick of the lot of it. You and all the other buggers you got us into this mess. I hope when it's all over that you stay clear of us. Never want to see you again. You want to get back to Russia, where you come from, where you belong. You and your communist ideas.
Looks like you've been reading the paper, Joan, like the rest. I've known Les for, what, 11 years. I've worked with her. I've only met you the last couple of days. But Les has known me, what, 11, 12 years.
You've got some kind of a hold over him now.
No, the firm had a hold on him.
He's not even the same husband he used to be.
There's 8,000 men have changed here. The 8,000 feel like Les, but the 8,000
8,000's not in jail like Les.
It's 8,000 wage earners who are fighting for the rights.
Oh.
No, look, it's no picnic. I know what it's all about. My
I've
wife,
got to consider the kids now. You've got no father now.
he'll only be there a day or two. He'll be out on bail.
No father, no job, no none, no money, no none.
Do you want a bit of a hand to pack your gear? Could we get a taxi to take you and the kids round?
No, I'll get the
You'll have a
bus. I'm asking no one for nothing.
Well, look, I'll take...
I've never asked you yet for anything, and I'm buggered if I ask you.
Well, I could take your case off you, couldn't I? That's going to be heavy. You've got to...
I'll carry it.
Come on, get the kids together.
No, leave me. I just don't want to see you anymore.
Yeah, but I must have the typewriter, Joan. I must have that
Take
gear.
the bloody typewriter. Just leave me and my kids and get out of my life.
And all right, Joan, I'll shove off now. I won't take the typewriter now. Would it be asking you too much to ask you for the key? And I'll come and get the paper. We need that.
I don't know what I've done with this. I think he's got us.
I mean, we miss Les as much as we miss you. I know he can only type with his 2 fingers. But we've got to scout round now for someone that can do what he was doing.
Well, do that. Do that, because he's done it long enough. And he'll have nothing more to do with you when he comes out.
No.
He's going to start learning to be a father again. You took that away from him with your rotten typewriter.
Les is only learning now that he's got to fight.
He wasn't interested in unions or anything till you came on the scene. You've turned his head, he's moody, and he's got no time for nobody with you. Your wife might like that kind of thing, but we don't.
He'll do anything to drive us back to work, you know that, Joan. He'll arrest a lot of us. It can go on for a long time, yes. They don't give in that easy. That's the test. If they can lose the profits or if we can tighten our belt more. That's why we've got to stick together.
Get back. Get back. Walk him round. Walk him round.
This is the outside interference, lads! The bobbies! These are the outside men!
Oh, Auntie's the bloody Judas is here!
Oh yeah, it's not much. It's one of those. It's one. Yeah, you've got to do so. Leonardo's.
On the left, mate? Yeah. Thanks very much. Bloody lot of skin flew back there. Oh, what a bloody ding-dong that was. Showed those scabheaders a thing or two. Drop us off anywhere here, lads. Wood Street will do. What department do you fellas work in?
I'll turn right here.
Where are we going to?
That advert's in again.
Oh, it's better to catch a mackerel.
To all glass workers on strike, ring this number at any time and I will arrange a meeting. General Secretary, Trade Union Congress. And there's a number here, you know.
Same one I was going to say that.
But they said we give them a tinkle.
A lot of good that happens to us.
It's worth a try, you know. TUC, the magic words. Probably might help us to get a fair crack at the whip.
Look, I told you they're all tarred with one brush.
Maybe so, but we don't lose anything by getting the ring.
I don't think so.
Another thing, the strike's going downhill, you know. Some of them are drifting back. Les is in the neck. Joey's in there getting stitched up. Things are going worse, you know, Eddie.
You'll still get no help from the TUC.
Yeah, but they've made a move in the right direction by putting this in.
I think so.
They're showing a bit of it. So
Give us that number, I'll ring them up.
Look, just be careful.
What do you think there?
Yeah, but be careful. Leave it to me. I'll have some fire, just soft salt.
Oh, how is he, Doctor?
Nothing very serious. Bruised his ribs and a few lacerations on his face and body. Not too much harm done.
Hello? Hello? Is that the TUC? Well, I'm one of the glass workers on strike, and I've just been reading your advert in the... Oh, I'm sorry, love. Yeah, OK. Hello? Is that the General's... Hello? Hello? Bastard. How'd you get on? Completing pitch relative. Have you got any tanners, shillings, or anything?
Sod off, you stupid.
Keep you under mystery, anyway. No, that's right.
What a bloody time.
You're right, son. That lad, they made a mess of him.
What's this you got in the wall?
State of him.
What's that?
Bloody ponce of a doctor.
What are you doing here?
Hey, Allen. Taxi and everything, guys. They're out there. Steady.
They've stuck about half a dozen needles up my ass. What's behind? Behaving bloody. Hey, we're mates like you. We don't need bloody enemies.
Well, before we discuss anything, lads, I think it's fair to read the telegram from the TUC so that everything will be understood in the discussion. You know what it's from. Confirming our telephone conversation today, I give you undertaking the following resumption of work. Arrangements will be put in hand immediately for you and strike committee representatives to meet here, TUC headquarters, to thrash out all differences and difficulties that have arisen. with a view of ensuring this kind of situation will never occur again stop. Statements made yesterday at the TUC General Purpose Committee hope everybody concerned will give every assistance in getting a resumption. That's the telegram, lads.
Well, the way I see that, Eddie, is that we've got no choice. You know, at least we've got nothing to lose by going and talking to the guy.
Look, I'm not against talking to anybody, but I'm definitely against going cap in hand to the TUC. All we've got here is a message that they will convene a meeting once we get the men back to work. That's all.
Yeah, but I don't see it that way. I mean, we're not going down to talk to just to anybody or another union. This is the Trade Union Congress. The Houses of Parliament that represents all unions. And I don't think they can get us. I mean, they're too big for that.
I think that you can't see the wood from the trees. If you read that telegram, it'll get you back to work, ensuring that this will never happen again. That telegram was the very first steps to put the General Municipal back in the saddle with the authority over the men. How can you get any kind of support off the General Secretary of the TUC that will embarrass his sidekick, the Peter One-Pot Hooper?
Eddie, you're talking like a defeatist.
Listen, Eddie's right. The TUC, the role of the TUC is broker for the governments, any government, Labour or Conservative. They're there to break strikes. They're there to what they call negotiate in industry, to reach satisfactory agreements that won't knock their positions.
Right. Yeah, but let's get this clear. I've got implicit faith in the TUC, right? Never mind bloody
that. Let the man have his say, Smith.
And I firmly believe that wording in that telegram, this sort of thing won't happen again. I am taking that, I don't know about you, but I'm taking that as meaning that the bloody executive of the general municipal workers won't be able to cock us up again like they have this time. They won't have the bloody firm collecting the subscriptions that the unions use and things like this. That's how I see it.
Well, I agree with
you.
Well, Mike, can I ask you one question? If there's nothing categorical comes out of this, that there's nothing signed that we know we're going to get before we go to work, if we go to work only on the promises, and we lead in this energy that's just been accumulated after 100 years, except for 1926, what shall we do then?
Well, you've had this.
Look, let me qualify what defeatism means. The best strength that we've got here, and after 100 and odd years, we've got our strength here solidly out on strike. I believe that those are the men that can win the struggle. Could win it much quicker only if we can get help from other workers. I do regard, if we go to the TUC, that will be the first step to defeat this committee if we accept the things willy-nilly.
Yeah, but we won't accept it unless it's right, we go down there, are we? If we don't go down to see the TUC, they'll go back and we could lose anyway. We lose the leadership, we lose the lot. Do you agree, Bert? Now, I suggest this, as Frank says, and agrees with me as well, that we lead the men back. But we tell the men why we're leading them back, that we go down to the TUC. But we may even come back and pull them out again if it's not to our satisfaction. That's what I think. And another thing that, well, I don't suppose any of you have overlooked it, it's all around us. The women and the kids are suffering. And all through the ages, this is how all strikes have been broken. This is how the bosses look at it. Starve the bastards. And it's getting to that stage with us, you know.
But you can't stop at half-time in a struggle like this. This is precisely what you're saying, Bill. But you're not to expect anything.
My head's bloody killing me. I wish you could make some sort of a decision.
OK, we'll make one. 7 weeks ago, this strike started. 5 weeks ago, we met with one thing in common and one thing only. £25 for a 40-hour week.
That's the...
Now, we were thrown up as the leadership. We only had that one thing in common. And we found that it changed from just that struggle for that until we were taking on all comers. Now, we have a responsibility to the rank and file. We cannot shirk that responsibility. We are the leadership, and we're immature and out of our depth and all that. But we are the only leadership they've got.
Now, the resolution you haven't put forward to you tonight, I was against this. The first time that this committee has been at loggerheads, but at the same time, I and the rest of the committee will abide by whatever you say and how you vote. That this meeting of the rank and file accepts the terms laid down by the TUC
and agrees to the Strike Committee's recommendation for an immediate return to work, after which members of the committee will attend a special meeting at Congress House convened by the Trade Union Congress. That, brothers, is the resolution.
We're not going back on bloody promises, Eddie, after 7 weeks. Get on,
All right, brothers. This meeting is democratic. Come and say your piece.
Promises, Eddie, we're not going back on promises.
All right, brothers, put to the meeting. It's democratic.
I am all against going back on promises. I vote that we kick this resolution into touch where it belongs. And I move that we send this committee to London to get something in writing. And then we might go back when we've got something on paper.
And there'll be no return to work until that's done. All right, brothers. I declare the meeting closed then, boys. You've got to go back.
You can't think of everything at once.
God blimey. It's a good job I'm hungry. Oh wait, that'll be enough food.
I'm going to the Benitatis, John.
Okay.
Just watch my money. All right. How's it is, Eddie? All right. What are you mooching around outside here for?
I'm in Lumber, Eddie.
Lumber? Why?
Trying to judge the ticket collector. Blew the fare in on the Gigi's yesterday. You?
Pillock.
Well, it's the way it goes. I'm a bloody bonnet and stupid, I know. It's engaged.
I'll warn you, but if you get caught, don't drag us into it, you know.
No.
We got enough on our plate already.
Tickets, please. That's all right, sir. Put it under the door. Keep it under it, ain't me there, love.
Where'd you get that from?
It was the top brass of the TUC, our chief, in fact, you name it, they were all there. I was surprised at how smoothly it went. I mean, let's face it, we were all a bit cagey. But I've got to take my hat off to the big fella. He lowered the temperature a bit and got things moving. He's a gentleman, that bloke. He leaned over backwards, and I must say that without him, I don't think there'd have been an agreement. As it was, we ended up with a document signed by himself, us, and the General Secretary of the General and Municipal Workers. And this stated that there'd be no victimisation. As far as we were concerned, that was it. I think even Eddie was satisfied.
We went back on the understanding that there would be no victimisation. And in terms of pounds, shillings and pence, we got the £3 with the promise of more to follow.
If we live to be 100, I'll never forget that first day back. We knew as soon as we went in there'd be trouble. You could smell it a mile off. The leaders, of course, they were singled out from the rest of us. Eddie in particular. Not satisfied with keeping him separated from everyone. They even had the foreman and production manager stood by as guards. No one was allowed to even approach him. And everywhere he went, they went. All that was missing was a number on his back. Swallow this, so we went back to the TUC.
When I went back to work, they sent me to a school. Now, I'd been on a job for 7 years prior to the strike. He sent me to school and put me on a job, £7 less. I think the same thing has happened to John.
Yeah, I'm sticking labels on bottles with women for less money.
And I think to Jerry. Now, I believe that they're trying to promote some kind of action and bringing this about so that we possibly might cease work, and then other actions will follow. And we've come here today to ask you, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear this.
But they told us there'd been no victimisation, and they flung everything at us by the kitchen sink. We wouldn't have gone back otherwise.
The TUC can't intervene at all. All we can do is to advise.
Look, we don't want bother. We've been out 7 weeks. We could have called a meeting this morning and had those lads out again. We took them back. We've come down here on our own expenses for you to do something, to stop it blowing up. We don't want bother. That's what we want you to do something. Don't tell us you're here to advise. We want you to do something.
Use your power as the head of the TUC. A word from you goes an awful long way. But are you prepared to do this? You promised you would, you know.
You did intervene, you know. You intervened to break the strike. You intervened and got us down here to a meeting where this document was signed. And you signed it along with us and the General Secretary of the Union. I'll read it out to you and acquaint you with what it says. Paragraph A. All the parties concerned agreed that there would be no victimisation of any individual or any group of individuals, and that every endeavour would be made to remove present tension in the company. Now, I've told you that this exists. It's been substantiated or will be by the lads round the table, and I want to know what you're going to do to eliminate this tension and help us get back in the spirit of the agreement that you signed.
I signed that. Well, as chairman of the meeting, in all good faith, I merely acted as honest broker, you know, to bring both parties together. I've got in touch with your union, invited them to come to the meeting.
Where is he? Where is the General Secretary of the Municipal General?
Should be here by now, shouldn't he?
If I may remind you, we're asking for help before a bloody thing blows up.
Now, don't try to tell me my job as well as you know
I'm
yours.
not telling you your job. I'm asking you, what are you going to do?
I'm doing the best that I possibly can.
Well, it's not good enough.
Good enough. Just a moment, please. Hello. Excuse me. Yeah?
That's all you.
Oh, I see. Well, I've got your lads here now at the moment. Want that? Yeah, well...
He should have been there when it started.
All right, I'll give them your message. Well, I don't suppose that you... No. All right, well, thanks very much for ringing. I'm sorry, lads, but it's off.
What's off?
The whole meeting.
Well, now it does smell.
Eddie, no.
It is off
God,
because
explode.
that was your General Secretary on the phone advising you to go back to your jobs.
Advising us over the phone, he should be here.
Because the strike is over, there's no point in pursuing it any further. And as far as we're concerned, there's nothing we can do.
You have taken us to the cleaners, you have.
You didn't know about this before we sat down, then?
Of course I did.
Bloody liar.
I did not know anything about this at all.
Listen, it's very difficult for us to believe that a top man in the TUC had no knowledge that that phone call was going to come and that he wouldn't be here.
What you've done here is destroyed the whole fate of 8,000 men, and this must be surely watched from other workers, dockers, car workers and so on. But I knew what was happening here, because that's what your bureaucracy does, to get control of the struggle and lead it to defeat.
It's always the barrier between the worker and the boss.
Well, you won't do it no more, because you won't fool all the trade union movement all the time. The trade union movement are becoming aware of people like you, because you're bloody traitors, you're Tories masquerading as socialists and leaders of the trade union movement. And one day we'll sort the bleeding nullies out.
There's 8,000 men back there. Sent us down to see you because they had faith in the TUC. And when this comes out, every bloody trade unionist will want to know what you're doing.
I want to ask you one last question. We've proved here that there's victimisation. You've agreed. Now, we know that it's going to blow up further because your pal that's just been on the phone wants the status quo and the control over the workers. Now, when we go back and one of us is sacked, what are you going to do about it?
Well, that's a very hypothetical question.
Don't keep ramming the union down my throat, mate. Your union. Don't keep ramming them down my throat. I want my man to represent me.
It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter what you believe in. Look, the negotiating rights in this firm are taken up by the GMW.
Look, forget it.
Have you got an accredited shop steward?
Forget it, mate. Bugger the lot of you.
Well, you go there as well.
This was the spark that set it off. Eric wanted the rank and file committee to represent him in his dispute with the foreman. The management, of course, refused point blank, and they'd only recognised the old union. When this fella insisted, he was suspended indefinitely. Then the balloon really went up. We held a meeting outside the factory and voted for a 3-day token strike. We wanted the right for the rank and file committee to represent the men on the shop floor.
We never should have gone back in the first place. In my opinion, they provoked the 3-day strike in order to deal with us, the hardcore. Within hours of the vote being taken, we all received letters saying that unless we went back, we'd be sacked. Those who did go back were each given a yellow card. They had to show this before they were let in. But if you didn't have that card, then you weren't on, you weren't allowed in.
What's that? You've got a bloody card. You're bloody well finished, mate. You're finished. Come, take Joe, come on. Come on, you'll only end up in bloody jail.
Come on now.
They also drew up 2 lists. A blacklist, which included the names of fellas like myself, Billy, Frankie and Johnny, and the rest. Or under no circumstances would ever be employed again by the firm, or any other firm locally if it comes to that. Also the white list. This was for the likes of old Charlie and others, who were being given a chance to mend their ways.
Your name, please?
Charles Greenough. Fiberglass.
What's your number?
3246
Sit down, Charles.
Thank you.
You've been with the firm 43 years, I see.
Yes, I'm going to retire next month.
It's a long time. Well, look, Charlie, I'm awfully sorry about this, but in line with company policy, I can offer you re-employment, but not reinstatement.
How do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, like?
Well, it boils down to this, that we can set you on, but it'll be as a new starter. And that means you lose all your pension rights and so on.
After 43 years, sir?
I'm afraid so, yes. This is company policy, and I'm bound by it. So it means that you do lose your pension rights and so on. You understand that if we start you again? Well, you would go on strike, wouldn't you?
Well, I had to follow the boys, didn't I? See, I didn't go out, they'll call me blackleg or something like that. I just followed them out, like a silly old fool I was.
Yeah, so you take the advice of the company letter, you wouldn't have been in this position now, would you?
No, sir.
I suppose you regret it?
Yes.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, Charlie, but there's nothing else I can do. I can offer you a job here, but it's a new starter, and it isn't reinstatement.
I suppose I'll have to take it, because I can't get a job anywhere now at my age, can I?
No. Well then, we'll leave it at that then. And I'll see you, or you'll be in at the firm the next shift.
Right.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
The Industrial Relations Bill has been introduced to help curb the activity on the shop floor. Now, this bill is designed to prevent any worker going through the kind of struggle that we went through. Once there had been one move, they would have said, your agreements have been signed, the sacrosanct. Undertakings have been given that there'll be no rank and file action. If we had have come out then, myself, the committee, would have ended up inside because we couldn't have paid any fines. I think that we're already treading the same ground as the German worker did under Hitler and Mussolini's Italy. I mean, this is the first step. Surely to God we've seen the futility of rank and fileism. That blind militancy will get us nowhere. The only question is one of political leadership and the foundation of the founding of a party that will lead the workers to power. I mean, the cry of a kiddie, a hungry kiddie, that means much more to me than all the laws and all the prisons in creation. I go along with Trotsky that life is beautiful, that the future generation cleanse it of all the oppression, violence and evil and enjoy it to the full.